April 16, 2026 meeting of the Foxborough Board of Appeals. This meeting, including the public hearings that we will be holding, is being broadcast and recorded by Foxboro Cable Access. The time being 7 p.m., Lamar Advertising requests a special sign permit pursuant to the Code of the Town of Foxborough, Massachusetts, Chapter 213, Signs, Section 213C1A, and Section 213-6A1, Table 2, Sign District 1 Dimensional Requirements, to allow the conversion of one side of an existing static billboard to an electronic billboard. The existing billboard is located at 124 Washington Street in Sign District 1. Why don't you come on up? We haven't seen you guys in a while.
A few years, I believe.
Well, since what, 2022?
January 23 was, I think, the final.
Right. So again, for the record.
Mike Murphy, Lamar.
Matt Renninger from Lamar, Renninger.
And I believe congratulations are in order for you. Didn't your wife just have a baby?
I did.
Wow.
She did last month. I appreciate that. Our second.
Well, congratulations.
Thank you.
Go ahead.
So, summarized pretty succinctly, we have an existing billboard at this location, 124 Washington Street. 3 years ago, we converted one face to a digital. This would be identical to that on the other face, opposite side. The panel would be the exact same size as the current traditional vinyl panel, 14 by 48 feet. The structure requires no new addition, no new maintenance. It was built ready and able to hold the weight of both of these digital panels. The panel would go on, and once that is in operation, it changes instantaneous messages every 10 seconds. There is no moving messages, there's no flashing, there is no PowerPoint-esque type of transitions. The panel, just in case anyone isn't familiar, just to the ambient light outdoors. So during the evenings, when it is darker, the panel actually operates at only about 10% of its normal daytime brightness. This meets all of our panels meet Massachusetts state law when it comes to brightness. And as shown in our application, we are 600 feet from a Napa sign to the south or west, however you want to approach Route 1. And the closest billboard structure is 1,721 feet on the opposite side to the north or east, however you want to look at it. After this, if this were to be approved, we would still need to get state approval. We go in front of the Mass DOT Outdoor Advertising Board, and we have to show all of the requirements that they have as well, which also fit in with federal regulations such as distance from on-off ramps and other things like that. So happy to answer any questions anyone may have.
So just for the education of Blair and Eric, one of our board members who were not here at the time, this is actually the fourth time you guys have been here on this billboard. Initially, it was a static billboard. That was in 2019. Then in 2022, I think it was in April of 22, because the billboard was placed closer to the lot line than we had required, we had to modify the decision. And then a little bit after that, later in the year, it was to change the north-facing sign to electronic. So here you are to change the south-facing sign.
Yes, and this time, obviously, there is no relocation needed of the sign. We're right where we need to be now,
Right.
So it's a little easier.
Okay, so any questions? Lorraine, want to start?
I don't have any questions at this time.
Kurt?
No questions. I just, presume it's going to comply with all our town sign bylaws and all of that. No questions for me, no.
No questions.
Okay. Eric, any questions?
I do not. Thank you.
Scott, any questions? So, why don't we close the public hearing? Why don't you do a motion to that?
Motion to close the public hearing.
Second?
Second.
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
What I'm going to do, and I'm unfortunately because it's a public hearing, I'm going to have to read them all, but the same conditions that we impose relative to the sign that's already been converted, we would impose relative to this one, with a little bit of twist at the end, as you'll see. So the conditions would be, number one, that the proposed electronic sign replace the static sign portion of the existing billboard that faces south on Washington Street. Dimensions aren't going to exceed the static sign that it's replacing. Two, there's to be no structural or other changes to the existing billboard other than the conversion. Three, no modification of the sign as set forth in the decision is going to be permitted without our written approval. Four, the permit that we're granting is specific to Lamar Advertising, and it can't be transferred, signed, conveyed to any other person or entity without our prior written authorization. Five, in the event that Lamar transfers ownership of the billboard to any other person or entity at any time subsequent to issuance of the decision, the new owner is to be required to establish a bond or other financial surety with the town in case the billboard is to be abandoned. Six, at all times, Lamar will, in connection with the operation of the sign, comply with the respective provisions of sign bylaw sections 213-5D8, 213-6A2A, and 700 CMR 3.17. 7, in the event that the town of Foxborough Chief of Police or Building Commissioner determines or otherwise believes that glare or lighting from the sign impairs the vision of motorists or otherwise interferes with the safe operation of motor vehicles, then within 24 hours, Lamar will reduce the intensity of the sign to a level acceptable to that town official. 8, Lamar will provide display time on the proposed electronic sign for emergency announcements requested by the town and shall provide up to 6 hours per month of display time on the sign for public announcements requested by the town. 9, advertising on the sign of adult entertainment facilities and businesses prohibited. 10, Lamar will obtain such permit or permits as may be required for the construction and operation of the sign from the outdoor advertising, the director of the Office of Outdoor Advertising, and from the Town of Foxborough Building Commissioner. And 11, Lamar, in accordance with Sign Bylaw Section 213-3E10, shall execute a mitigation agreement with the Town of Foxborough Board of Selectmen or the authorized designee thereof with respect to the construction and operation of the proposed electronic sign. That agreement shall be applicable both to the special sign permit granted by this decision and that granted by the board in case number 22-18. Evidence to be provided to the Town of Foxborough Building Commissioner that such agreement has been executed and all monies then due thereunder have been paid to the Town of Foxborough at such time as a permit authorizing the construction of the proposed electronic sign is requested. Apparently, and the reason for that extra verbiage, there was I guess the ball was dropped at some point, whether it was the town or Lamar or somebody in between. So the mitigation agreement that we had required in 2022 was, number one, not signed, and I gather monies were not paid at the time. That's all been straightened out, from what I understand.
Correct.
So everybody's going to be happy now.
Tomorrow morning.
Okay, great.
Just one question, Barney, I'm not sure if I heard it, but I know you had mentioned establishing the bond, but prior to that, it says to obtain a special sign permit, if in the event that they transfer ownership, so I just want to make sure
Yeah.
that was in, okay.
Yep. Anything else?
It's not the Board of Selectmen anymore, it's the Select Board.
Correct. And they're the selectees as opposed to the selectmen?
I guess.
Is that what it is? It's selectees?
I don't know.
I didn't know they changed that part.
So those are the conditions. A motion to approve with those conditions?
Motion to approve the special sign permit with conditions.
And second? All in favor?
Aye.
Okay. I'll get you a decision next week.
Okay. I do have a question on the mitigation. So with most of all of our locations, we can go through, work this through, is the mitigation doesn't get paid until the board goes live. So Katie mentioned to me, because we have another one due in middle of June
On 91.
on
correct?
the other side.
Oh, okay.
No, on 124.
Okay.
Because we paid the outstanding, there was no invoice. And I talked to Katie and Diane
Yeah,
about this.
she told me about that,
We
yeah.
worked through this.
Yeah.
So,
She needs an invoice from you in order to pay.
automatic.
Yep.
And we had this issue in Braintree, too. So we figured it out. So she's sending me another invoice, I think, in a week or two, or early May, for the original site at 124 that went live early June, which we, will pay before that, which we have. So this board, when it goes live, then we do the mitigation agreement? How do you want to do that?
I think probably what you should, I guess what would make sense to me would be to do it now, to
Okay.
cover both sides.
Sure, but the only thing is.
And work with Katie as to when the
Right.
invoicing would be.
If she could, because we have to still go to Mass DOT.
Right.
Mass OAB, which is probably, the earliest we're going to get on there is June 11th. There's another appeal period there, as is here.
Yeah.
And by the time the board goes live, it probably wouldn't go live until September. So as long, we can do the agreement, but as long as she's set in stone on one invoice and the other, I'm fine.
Okay.
That'll work for me.
Yeah, that, really up to her.
Okay.
What I'll do is I'll indicate to Katie within the next couple of days that, we've approved this. One of the conditions is a mitigation agreement. Take it from there.
Okay, and then we'll work it out.
Yeah.
Okay,
Whatever makes her happy and you happy,
okay,
we're happy.
yep,
Okay?
all right.
Appreciate that.
Wait, so you do expect to be before outdoor advertising that quickly?
With the appeal period.
Well, it's a 30-day, you have to submit your application 30 days prior to June 11th, so that would be May 11th. We're going to do this when you tell us. I mean, we could, even if there's an appeal period, we could apply and then
Yep.
pull it out if something happened. So that would be the earliest we could get on there.
July for sure, but
Yeah.
possibly June, depending
Yeah.
on how this
And
works.
then there's an 8-week period for our company to order the electronic sign. Then you get contractors involved in their schedule, so really it'd be, I could get lucky late August, early September, yeah.
So you're not going to make the World Cup, in other words?
Oh, God, no. Greg just asked me the same question, so,
Because he's looking for,
oh, he is, no, can't do, no go, no.
okay.
So-
We'll get you a decision probably
Okay.
sometime next week.
All right.
So.
Thank you so
Thank you
much.
very much.
Thanks very much, guys.
Yeah.
Okay, the time being 7:10 PM, Johanna Cosby seeks a special permit pursuant to the Code of the Town of Foxborough, Chapter 275, zoning, Section 3.1.6, Table 3-1, Table of Uses, Use L10, and Section 322 to allow a home occupation space for aesthetics and wellness services at 11 Morse Place. Property is located in the R40 Residential and Agricultural District and is not located in any restrictive overlay districts. Come on up, please. So, there are 4 of us, and 2 gentlemen. Mr. Hogberg is a member of the board. Mr. Shippey is the building commissioner, and we're all going to participate, but only Kurt, Lorraine, and I can vote. And in order to prove your application, our vote has to be unanimous. Okay? So tell us what you want to do, and we'll ask you questions.
I'm just looking to use a space that I have.
Actually, yeah, thank you.
Hi.
Because Mr. Beck has already signaled that we need to have you in front of the microphone.
Okay, sorry. Yes, so I'm just looking to use the upstairs space in the home. I have, we're currently not using it for anything, so it's all been newly renovated, permitted, and inspected by the town. And I'm just looking to use one of the bedrooms just for like aesthetics and wellness. I'm in communication with the Board of Cosmetology. I've gotten pre-approval for the floor plan. It meets their requirements. I'm licensed, insured. I have all the paperwork in place. I've given you guys the floor plans and everything, so if you have any questions, just let me know.
So what specifically would you be doing as
Like
far as the
facial and like
wellness?
skincare service.
Skincare service?
Yeah, facials, skincare, meditation, breath work, like relaxation stuff.
Botox?
No. you have to be a nurse for that, so I'm not licensed for that.
So meditation? Mm-hmm. And what else?
Breath work, like therapeutic breath work sessions.
And would it be just one?
It's
client
all
at a time?
one-on-one, so like there could be like an overlap in clients like coming and going, but everything I do is one-on-one. And it's really just part-time because I'm also a part-time financial controller, so I do that 20 hours a week, so this would really only be like 20 hours a week during the day.
So during business hours, you mean you
Yes.
do this? Okay.
Yeah, I wouldn't, and it wouldn't be on Sundays.
Okay.
So in the information you gave us, when you said you would see 3 to 4 clients per day, that would be,
That's like a rough estimate, like maybe 1 in the morning, but I would expect they would be between like 3 and 7 for the most part, like when people get out of work and stuff.
but it would just be one person at a time?
One at a time, but like 3 to 4 sessions per day. Probably 3 would be my max. Maybe on Saturday, there would be like 4 because that's a busier day, but
So for the 3 clients on site, you'd have 1 leaving, 1 staying.
yeah, and they might not even be back to back. Like I would offer hours throughout the day. But to be honest, I only have the physical capacity to take like 3 to 4 per day because I have shoulder issues, which is why I'm getting away from the desk a little bit. So it wouldn't be full-time. And to be honest, I'm hoping to scale out of that space within like a year or so, but we've had to invest so much into repairing the house that my capital's kind of taken up right now. So this would really just be to give me the opportunity to build a clientele so that way I could move into a bigger space.
And this would be by appointment only?
Yes.
Is there, what's the parking situation? Is there enough parking in the driveway?
We have 4
Or-
car spaces in the driveway and we only have 2 vehicles at the house. And it's a very quiet dead-end street, so like there's not a lot of traffic or anything.
Thanks.
Which room within the house would this be done?
It would be in the front bedroom of the 2nd floor. So if you go, there's 2 doors, and the door on the left leads to the hallway with the stairway, and so we would have 2 doors that would be locked. So all the residential, like we primarily just occupy the 1st floor. We don't really use the upstairs for anything, so that would be like separated and locked off from the residential home. The rear bedroom is just like something that I would use as like an office for like administrative stuff, but there wouldn't be clients in that room.
So it'd be the larger of the 2 rooms.
The larger room is the one that,
So that's the one that's 165 square feet?
yes.
Okay.
And it would have to be that because according to the Board of Cosmetology, it has to be visible from the street, so it would have to be the front bedroom.
So I guess, what, is it a license that you have from cosmetology, the Board of Cosmetology?
Yes.
And what does that cover? I mean, what kinds of things can you do? You said, skin facials.
It covers quite a bit actually, but I only do skincare, so it also covers like waxing, makeup, like eyelash extensions, but I strictly do skincare, like facials and stuff. Really on like the holistic side too.
Now, does the board inspect what you're doing on a
Yes,
regular?
oh yes.
How-
It would actually be a licensed salon with the Board of Cosmetology they would be coming and inspecting it on a regular basis.
Okay.
And that hasn't been done yet, obviously, right?
No, because they won't come for the final inspection until I install the sink in the hallway there, but I don't want to do that until you guys approve it for the use. So there's a little bit of a hierarchy to it, but I have submitted the application, I am in communication with them, and they did approve the floor plan.
Okay.
So it's really just a matter of going through the motions now.
Are there any other modifications besides the sink?
No.
That you need to do?
No. And it's just like your standard, like vanity, like a bathroom sink. It's nothing like crazy.
So you would be using the
this is-
bathroom on that 2nd floor for that purpose? Is that it?
Well, no, so the sink can't actually be in the bathroom per like the board's regulations. So the bathroom would be like for bathroom use, but the sink would be just on the other side of the sink.
To the existing sink.
Yeah.
It would be like right on the other side of the existing sink because I would have to be able to like wash the dishes and have the client like wash their hands in like a sanitary space. It can't be in a bathroom.
So like at the top of the stairs. to the
Yes,
right?
it's like directly on the other side of the wall where the current sink is. And I've spoken to the plumber who has confirmed that that's doable.
And you're not going to have any employees, correct?
No. And any clients that come on site will have to fill out like waivers, and there's like a whole bunch of paperwork that, it's all very formalized. I have to keep documentation of everything. And I am insured.
Well, the storage will be in which room?
Pardon?
Storage of your equipment or?
So if you look in the big bedroom, like kind of like in front of where the stairs is, there's like a little nook there, and that is actually a fairly decent sized closet that has cabinets in there. So per like the regulations of the board, I also have to have like all my supplies within cabinets, and they have to be in like closed containers. So they're very strict about like the sanitation policies.
Is that accessed from the other bedroom?
No, so you go into the big bedroom, and then like if you go straight ahead towards the front of the house, there's that closet is in the big bedroom.
Sort of behind the stairs?
Yes,
Stairs.
Oh, I-
that whole big space there, that's a big walk-in closet with like cabinets and stuff.
Are there any chemicals or dyes or other materials that you would be using?
Nothing that is like, needs special, like, it doesn't need to be disposed of in any special way. It's really just face wash, anything that like any standard woman would be using in their bathroom.
So you just wash it down the sink? Mm-hmm. Okay. Scott? Any
Yes, sir.
questions from?
No, not at this time.
Can you think of anything that the Board of Health might require in connection with this?
I think the board, she's already spoken to the Board of Health, and as long as she's licensed to the state, because they have jurisdiction over this, I think she would be fine.
So there will be no
But
Board of
I
Health
do believe she
regulations
re-
that will come to play here?
I'm not aware of any, but that would be something the board, I believe she went to the board and she spoke to them about this, and they're very well aware of this,
Okay.
this proposal.
So once you,
They have a whole checklist of stuff that you have to see.
meaning?
Like the Board of Cosmetology, like I couldn't even submit the application to them until I got the business certificate from you guys. So basically you have to have like everything in place before you can even submit the application. So right now my application has been like accepted and reviewed, but they won't approve it until I have the documentation from the plumber saying that the sink's been installed and inspected by the town.
okay.
But I obviously don't want to make that investment until you guys give me the go-ahead.
Okay, any other questions?
No.
Kurt?
No, I don't know.
Blair? Eric, any other questions?
No.
All right. Do you plan to have any sign?
I do, actually, per the board, I have to have a sign in the front of the house. So it would be like, I guess I didn't really, there's a space like right in the front yard, there's like a flower bed that I would put like a post sign, kind of similar to like what a Realtor would have, but it would have like my signage. And then on the door that would be used for business purposes, there'll be like a business like decal with the logo, and it'll instruct like the residential packages to go to the other door. And then the other door will have a sign instructing any business clients to go to the appropriate door. And then
But
there'll also be.
The sign that cosmetology requires would be just what? Just a signage saying,
Just like that, it's like your standard business sign that you would see in front of like any sign. So
Okay.
like with my name and like what the business is and just I don't know if it requires the phone number or not. It didn't say. It just says that you have to have signage out. The terminology was signage out front, so.
Okay. Do you want to close the public hearing, or?
Yep, motion to close the public hearing.
Second.
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
I don't have any issues. We, as usual, have a range of conditions,
Sure.
but I myself don't have any issues with what you're proposing to do. I don't think that it's going to cause any, traffic issues or, obviously no noise issues,
No,
anything
it's silent.
of that nature. I think we've done something similar to this, didn't we, Diana, with Eisenhower's wife?
Yeah,
Wasn't it a similar kind of business?
it was a hairdresser, but.
On North
yeah.
Street, though?
Well, that was a hairdressing.
Yeah.
We've done several of those, but, but I don't have any problems. It's just a question of the appropriate, conditions from my standpoint.
Oh, I know,
so.
yeah, Eisenhower's wife, yeah. I know who you're talking about now. Yeah, we did with her, yeah.
I have no concerns.
No.
Okay. So let me see if we can get these straightened away. The first would be that the permit is specific to you, and it can't be assigned, transferred, or conveyed by you to any other person or entity, nor exercised by any other person or entity other than one in which you're the majority owner and the principal operator. And you have to reside within the dwelling at all times in which you're engaged in the conduct and performance of the occupation.
Absolutely.
Second is that the occupation shall at all times comply with the intensive home occupation standards that are set forth in the zoning bylaw. And that those requirements are that the business can't produce noise or other objectionable characteristics beyond the lot, which you're not doing. Second is that the area of the occupation can't exceed 40% of the habitable floor area of the principal residence, and it doesn't. Third, necessary off-street parking is to be provided, which you're doing, for no more than 2 persons in addition to family members who reside in the house can be employed in the occupation. You've indicated that you're the only person. 5, storage of material or products outside of the residence is prohibited. You're going to be storing everything within.
Yes.
And 6, the making of external structural alterations to the residence is prohibited. You're not making any structural alterations. So 3 would be, that's number 2. 3 would be that the performance of the proposed occupation is restricted to, you said what, Monday to Friday?
Monday through Saturday.
Monday through Saturday. Oh, you said Monday through Friday from between 7 and 8 p.m. And you said Saturday from 9 to 5.
5, yes.
Okay, and nothing on Sunday.
Yes. And again, it wouldn't be like continuously throughout the day. Those would just be like the ranges that I would offer, but it would be limited to 3 to 4 per day.
So number 4 would be, why don't we say not more than 4 clients?
Okay.
May be provided in service in connection with the business per day. And there must be an interval of, would an hour between clients be appropriate, or 30 minutes?
30 minutes in between?
Okay. So it must be an interval of at least 30 minutes between clients.
Sure.
5 is that the occupation is to be performed in the, we'll say the, I guess it's what, the front bedroom? Is that what you're saying?
Yes.
An upper bedroom, yeah, upper
Front.
floor.
Front bedroom on the 2nd floor?
Yes.
6 is, again, all parking must be within the, your driveway, maximum of one vehicle per client. May be parked any single time during the hours the business is in session. 7, The sign bylaw that the town has allows you to have one freestanding sign that identifies the occupation. That sign can't be any larger than 3 square feet in area,
3
cannot
square feet.
exceed 6 feet in height, must be set back at least 10 feet from the lot line.
Are you going
And-
to give me copies of this, or should I write this down?
You'll get a copy of the
Oh,
decision,
okay.
don't worry about it.
I just want to make sure I have the rules right.
I'll explain that to you in a little while. And the sign cannot be illuminated. I assume that
No.
all of those things would be
Certainly. I
consistent.
was going to have it closer to the front of the lot, but I can adjust that.
Okay. Well, again, it's, 10 feet from the lot line, so
That's pretty close.
that's pretty close to the front,
Yeah.
okay? 8, to the extent that you might be conducting the business under a fictitious name, you have to obtain a business certificate from the...
Oh, I already have the business
from the
certificate
town
from you
clerk.
guys, yes.
Anything else relative to the materials or the substances that might be used that we should add a condition?
I just wonder about the limitation of 4 clients per day. Is that really what you were planning on? Because the hours span an entire,
Well, that's just kind of to accommodate like client schedules, so that way, like, I'm not restricting the client's schedule to like those 3-hour windows. It's kind of to give them a little bit more flexibility with when they come in. But, like me personally, like I can only take 4 clients per day. So it wouldn't go beyond that. If I was to, I would have to move to a bigger space and hire somebody.
okay, thank you.
I mean, if the business ever expands and you need another person, you're
Yeah, I mean,
doing well enough, you're going to need...
certainly, this is
6
really
clients.
just to
We
give
can
me.
always modify, a decision, so...
Okay, great, thank you.
I guess the ninth one would be that your licensure from the Board of Cosmetology must be, remain in effect the entire time that you're, engaged.
Yeah, so I would have a license, and then the salon, like, it would actually have a salon license. Like, the room would be a licensed salon under the jurisdiction of the Board of Cosmetology.
Okay.
And so that would have to be renewed, and they would come out for regular inspections.
So that would be a separate license, is that what you're saying?
There's my aesthetics license, and then there's something called a salon license, which is just for the space.
Are those annual licenses or?
They have to be renewed annually, but like, it's just paying a fee.
So why don't we say that all licenses required, it'd be amazing if I can read this later, required by the Board of Cosmetology must be in effect at all times in which you're engaged in the business. Anything else?
That's it for me.
So motion to approve with,
Motion to approve special permit for the intensive home occupation with conditions.
Second?
okay, all in favor?
Aye.
So we'll write up a decision, hopefully next week, that we
Okay.
can sign it. It'll be filed with the town clerk. There's a 20-day appeal period.
Okay.
And when that appeal period runs, what you need to do is file the decision with the Registry of Deeds in Dedham. That's a legal requirement, you have to do
Okay.
that. After you file the decision, give Mr. Shippey some evidence that it's been filed.
Okay.
Usually, I think it's just what, the face of the decision, Scott?
So you guys will give me a form, and I have to go
Yes.
to Dedham and,
No,
Sorry.
we'll give you a copy of the decision.
okay, and then I go,
No, at the end of 20 days, you have to bring it to the clerk's office, and they sign off that there's been no appeals taken.
oh,
Then you can
okay, I
go,
see.
then you take
Okay.
that whole thing to the registry in Dedham.
Okay,
But to get the building permit, they put a book and page on the front cover.
Okay.
So you just need that.
Yeah,
Okay.
and then bring that to Mr. Shippey.
okay,
Okay. And also, if you can give us just a photocopy of the licenses. you have for-
absolutely.
And give that to Mr. Shippey as well, at least we can keep that in our records.
Okay.
Okay.
And so is it okay for me to move forward with like getting the sink installed and moving forward with the Board of Cosmetology during the appeal period? I mean, I know you can't guarantee that like nobody will appeal it, but is there anything that like stops, like prevents me from doing that? Or do you suggest that I
Legally-
wait 20 days?
Legally, until such time as you've filed a decision with the, until such time it's been filed with the town clerk and then filed with the registry of deeds, it's.
Okay, so I should wait the
it's
20
not-
days?
It's not a decision yet.
Okay.
Or it's not a
Okay.
final legal decision. I would wait, even though nobody's, obviously
Sure.
expressed any objections,
Just to be sure.
but just to be sure.
It'd be at your own risk.
Yeah, Jerome.
Okay. Well, I don't want to risk that, so I'll wait.
So hopefully we'll get something to you, hopefully we'll get something signed next week.
Okay.
And Diana will be able to file with the town clerk. And again, you'll get a photocopy of the signed decision, not a photocopy, you'll get a copy of the signed
Okay.
decision.
Great.
Okay?
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you
Good
very
luck.
much for your
Thank
time.
you.
I appreciate it.
Yeah, Barney, Monday's a holiday.
This coming Monday, yeah.
Yeah, and I'll also be out on Friday, so
Okay.
Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, we gotta do it.
Okay. You said Friday, this Friday or next?
No, next Friday.
All right, the time being 7:20 PM, Paul Jodas seeks a special permit pursuant to the Code of the Town of Foxborough, Chapter 275 zoning, Section 5.4.2, to allow the reconstruction, extension, or alteration of a pre-existing non-conforming single-family residential structure by the construction of an addition that will cause the habitable floor area of the structure to exceed by 25% or more the habitable floor area of the existing structure, and any such other zoning relief as the board may determine to be necessary and appropriate. Property is located at 20 Leonard Street in the R40 Residential and Agricultural District and is not located in any restrictive overlay district. I gather your clients are with you?
Yes.
You-
My name is Paul Jodas from Jodas & Sons. Here with the Souzas, working with them to hopefully get this project off the ground. And generally, what we're doing is we're taking off a single-story addition that was done at some time after the original house was built decades ago. And it's currently pre-existing non-conforming. The plan here is to rebuild, the addition that was put out back was a kitchen eating area. We'll be taking that down, rebuilding it 6 inches closer away or away from the lot line, not closer to the lot line, 6 inches away, and then making it wider, and also going 2 stories. And that's where this kicks in after talking to Mr. Shippey about this, that this is where it kicks in. Because it is a pre-existing non-conforming, we're taking down and we're not putting the footprint any wider or bigger. In fact, it's, a little further away from the lot line. But because we're adding a second story to this to help them get more bedrooms above, it now goes over the 25%. So in essence, we're probably somewhere in the 40% range of what we're adding, because it's just the second floor. I have some illustrations here that might be better than what you originally were given. Would you like me to approach?
Sure, yeah.
Bring them up?
So, yeah, go ahead, actually, because I've got a question about this illustration.
Yeah, that's...
I don't know if you guys have seen this.
Yeah, that's the one-story addition.
Yeah. Are you taking this foundation down?
Yes.
So that you're going straight to the ground, everything is, okay.
Straight to the ground, and that's a good picture for
Yep.
that. And that's what it's going to look like afterwards.
Thank you.
So if my arithmetic is correct, right now, the house is about a little bit more than 1,500 square feet in area. You're taking down a couple of wood decks in the back,
Yes, and that's not going back up.
as well as a portion of the house that's about 348 square feet. And then what you will be adding, again, if my arithmetic is correct, is about 1,176 square feet?
Right. I think when I was originally looking at this, I was looking at the property card at 1,727 square feet of living space, but I see the 1,503 of the living area that's on the property card. So and if that's the case, it's probably going to approach more than 50%, not closer to 40.
Right.
I was basing it off the 1,721.
And again, you know, the bylaw uses habitable floor area, the assessors office uses living area. They're not quite the same, but they're close. Either way, you're well in excess of 25%.
Exactly.
You're not exacerbating any existing nonconformity. In essence, you're a little bit, as you indicated, 6 inches less.
Correct. If we were just looking to do this as a single story, I imagine would probably be under. This is just trying to get those bedrooms for the growing family. And we have that opportunity. And as you can see that aesthetically, this looks pleasing. Of course, that's in the eye of the beholder. But we're really...
Probably safer, too.
Much, because if you could see what you saw the picture, what's there, the foundation isn't really all that great to work with. That's why we want to take it down. We're going to build a buttress wall before we put the new addition on to hold up the stone rubble foundation for the existing house. The house was built in 1900, the original house. This addition off the back was done much later, but not recently. I think that's also like a concrete block foundation that's coming down. I wouldn't be surprised if it's not 4 feet below grade as it is right now, that foundation. It's probably just on a slab, maybe a monolithic slab. We're planning on taking all that up and then building it as to the International Building Code, Residential Building Code, 4 feet below grade. When this is, if you approve this, when we're done with this project, they're going to have a much stronger, sturdier house. It's going to be aesthetically pleasing to the neighborhood. I noticed there are some other houses that have some similar type of additions. My biggest point I'd love to make is that the footprint of this is not getting any bigger. It's getting smaller in the fact where how much room it's taken up towards the side yard,
right,
and 6 inches less than what it's going towards the rear. And then the whole porch is coming off the deck.
Okay. Questions?
I don't have any.
None from me, no.
Blair?
Any changes to the parking lot, anything so no real outside changes at all?
No, it's just the kids are getting bigger now and they need some space.
Eric, any questions?
Any feedback from the neighbors on this, if any?
We haven't heard any.
Not at all. The neighbor to our right side, it's basically the house there is abandoned. So we haven't heard from them. Our other neighbors, they're really good to us. Haven't said a thing.
Pretty excited, I think, just to keep us in the neighborhood.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Scott, any questions?
Not at this time, no.
Okay. So the application comes in under section 5.4.2, which deals with either increases in existing nonconformities, and you're not increasing in existing nonconformities, or when the habitable floor area increases by 25% or more. But because you're really demolishing everything, completely demolishing everything, you also come under section 5.6, which is reconstruction after catastrophe or demolition. And section 5.6.3 says that a special permit is required in the event that the proposed reconstruction would either cause the structure to exceed the gross floor area of the original non-conforming structure, or cause the structure to be located other than on the original footprint. In either case, a special permit is needed. Obviously, the gross floor area is being increased, and to a certain degree, you're not on the original footprint because you're extending, beyond it as far as the length. Regardless, the criteria for a special permit under 563 is the same as 542. There can't be any substantial detriment to the neighborhood that's greater than what you have now.
Right.
So you would really need from us two special permits. Same criteria that we would have to, apply, as far as doing it. So unless there are other questions, why don't we close the public hearing?
Motion to close the public hearing?
Second?
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
So when we talk about a special permit, the criteria is, again, there can't be any more, there cannot be a substantial detriment to the neighborhood that's greater, obviously, than what is there right now. You have a house that's being used for residential purposes. It'll continue to be used for residential purposes. It's serviced by utilities. There's not going to be any additional need for utilities. The neighborhood is not going to be adversely affected in any way, and in fact, they'll probably benefit from a house that is more attractive. And the town will benefit because a larger house will engender, higher taxes, which I'm sure you're looking forward to. So I think all of the requirements for a special permit are there. And other than 3 short conditions, I have no problem whatsoever with this. And you're
I have no-
saying, yes, no problems.
No, I have no problem. No.
Okay.
No
Yeah,
concerns.
I'm agreeing with you, yes.
No
Blair?
concerns.
Eric? And Scott, no, okay. So the conditions that I would propose would be the following, and these are comparable to what we do in any matter such as this nature. Number one is that the proposed addition will be located as shown on the certified plot plan that Bay Colony has done. Number two, the proposed addition will contain approximately, I think I said, 1176 square feet of habitable floor space, and is to be designed and constructed in accordance with the proposed plans. And 3, the exterior materials of the proposed addition and the existing dwelling are to be of comparable architectural style, type, materials, and color. And as far as also the first condition, again, you can't be any closer to the westerly lot line than you already are, which
Correct.
is not going to be the case. So unless there's something in addition?
No?
Okay, motion with those conditions?
Motion to approve special permit with those conditions?
Second?
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Okay. One other question. I know you're Mrs. Hallett.
Yeah.
Souza?
Hallett's my maiden name. We bought the house before we got
Okay,
married.
and your first name?
Mason,
Mason? Okay. And it's Mason Souza?
yes.
Okay. I'm going to try to get something finished by the end of next week, hopefully. But I can't guarantee that. It'll certainly be within the next, couple of weeks. And, Diana will file with the town clerk, and
We understand.
you've been through this before.
Takes time to get it all written up, and then, once it's all
Yeah.
written up, then it needs to be signed, and then brought to the clerk to have it
Right.
time-stamped, and
And
then
then
I
obviously
can
go to
bring
the
it to
Registry
the
of Deeds.
Norfolk County Registry of Deeds in Dedham.
So, Diana, would the copy go to Mr. Jodas or to the homeowner, or both?
Goes to Paul. He gave me his P.O. box.
Yeah, I can take care of that.
Yeah.
I've been to Norfolk County Registry of Deeds many times.
So sometime within the next week and a half,
Okay,
okay?
sounds good.
Good, thank you.
much.
We really thank you a lot. Thank you so much.
Good luck.
Good luck.
We got minutes from
February 19th,
February 19th. Any questions?
last time we had a meeting.
Okay, motion to approve them?
So moved.
Second? All in favor?
Aye.
Okay. Where'd Scott go?
Scott promised he was going to show me a baby.
Oh, cute.
Looks just like you, Scott. Same hairstyle. Scott, one thing we've got to talk about and at some point in the next couple of weeks is a visit to our good friend on East Belcher.
Oh, yeah, I took a drive-by there today.
Nothing's been done.
I drove by, I did a 40 feet away, 40 miles an hour, and it's still.
So at some point, I'll give you a call at some point, and we'll try to figure out a date to do an inspection.
Okay.
Probably should involve planning board in that. You might want to talk with Catherine about that
Okay.
because of their, their requirements
The
and
site
everything
plan.
done by March 31.
Okay.
All right. Nothing else come in?
Nope, haven't seen anything.
For next month, you mean?
Yeah. Nothing for next month yet?
He's so cute.
Really?
Another ball.
How old?
Just turned a month on the 11th.
Wow.
Wow.
Wow. The Junkmeister.
Oh, yes, he weighs a good 12 pounds.
Wow.
All right, motion to adjourn.
Motion to adjourn.
Second?
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Okay.
Good night.
Thank you, everyone. Appreciate it.